Hang on. No!
Oh my lord.
Frolicking good times.
Did the freaking thing crap on me? Hang on.
No, it seems to be working.
No, that's the second camera. We're talking about the first.
The second camera.
At least one is working.
At least one camera is working.
We got 50% of the time. We got 50% of the views. Let's go.
No,
Hang on. Hang on a minute. Let's wait till one's done. He'll resolve the issue. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We got every single day, I swear to God, this computer. This
Actually, yes, it's this fucking computer.
This machine has a grudge against its master, and it must be corrected.
Yeah, it does. So fuck it. Here's what I'm doing.
One camera?
That's why.
Oh, no. We gotta put it to pasture. I'm sorry.
No, I think
Here's
I know.
what I'm gonna fucking do, because I'm sick and tired of all the fucking ridiculous machinery not wanting to work
Yes.
the way we mean it to. God almighty.
If it would defy you, it must be taught a lesson.
God dang it. There. Fuck you. That's what you get.
Good enough.
That's fine. We'll work with it.
We'll take it.
Yeah,
We don't have a choice.
Yeah. Give me $3,000. I'll work with it all the live long day.
You get 3,000
I'm
likes.
not yelling at you. Remember this. This isn't you. It's at that thing. It's at that fucking thing. It fucked us up for an hour earlier today, and now it's trying to fuck me royal. No.
Anyway.
All right, so
Yeah,
what an
let's
incredible
just-
start. Welcome, folks, to the Ravens flock. Happy to be here on Saturday, May the 3rd. That's right. Turn that negative into a positive. Or get it how you live.
Ah, you ain't done. The machine is the bro.
No one can see Dragon Fang because she's
That's
facing
the-
away from the camera.
He hates your damn guts.
You were facing away from the camera all the time, and nobody
No.
can see you.
No, she was laughing at him.
She was laughing.
Yeah, but the camera,
What?
nobody could see you in the camera, and so nobody could see your face laughing at him.
All right. Let's.
Almost, not really.
Welcome to the Ravens flock, folks. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also the host of Wrestle Rewind, and I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this channel. And on behalf of all of us, we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. And joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play. You can't count on him to be sneaky, but you can count on him with a blunt object, mainly a sword.
Yes.
Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. Thank you kindly for taking the time to join us. Once again, we struggle and we endure through increasingly unlikely mechanical mishaps to bring you some entertainment, some education, and maybe just a little jolt to the dark, empty, cold void that your everyday life has become. So I hope that you enjoy watching this show with us as much as we enjoy making it for you.
And of course, all the way to our far left is one of our awesome cosplayers of this channel. I'm going to wait because I'm being polite.
Good.
Folks, give it up for Dragon Fang Cosplay.
No one can hear you because you don't have your microphone.
I was drinking.
You still don't even have your microphone in your hand.
Hey, listen, man. It's called being nice, and it doesn't cost a penny.
It's a rice bowl in her hand right now, actually.
It's a rice bowl. If only.
Well, I'm hungry too.
I know, right?
I'm hungry too.
Don't worry. We got dinner coming tonight. Don't worry about it. And joining us, of course, on our far right is one of our other awesome cosplayers. You can count on her on being sneaky. Not sure if you can count on her wielding a giant blunt object. Mainly a sword. Miss Sayana Rose cosplay.
Technically, a sling can be considered a blunt object. It's a rock. It has a rock in it.
Okay, blunt melee object.
Well, yeah, those weak
A
arms.
stick!
Those,
A stick!
the only thing you did with those sticks was burn your hand. It was
Okay,
very
but you know
cruel of
what? At least they kept me alive. And yes, no, I'm really stinky, and, I do have an issue with, Luke Goblin.
Hey, listen, it's okay. You have one
Goblin.
advantage over Angel, and that is that you are very good at your firing accuracy.
Yeah, she can read.
I said firing accuracy.
Yeah, I can't read for that.
Well, yeah, the one thing I can't do is magic, really. That's her thing. That's her shtick.
Sweet.
Fireball! Yeah.
And, of course, let's not forget, the host of the Black Files by Type Partner for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. A mastery of many talents, including sneaking and hitting people in the head with blunt objects. More than just a sword and a stick
Bullets.
or a sling
Or an RPG.
RPG!
When you
or
think about
fire.
it, an RPG missile is
Or-
basically just a big rock.
Mr. Juan Rouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Did you ever forget the mister?
Just don't use any of those weapons on me.
Just don't touch me.
It's okay. He's just following the example of a great wrestler,
Collateral
the
damage.
Usos. Yeet!
Yeet!
Oh, okay. We
Jey
just need
Uso,
to make
main
sure
event Jey
that
Uso.
we have friendly fire turned off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there turning off friendly fire in real life? No.
There should be.
Let's not
Is
find
there
out.
such a thing as friendly fire? If I'm shooting you, I'm no longer friendly. I'm just saying. I love you, bro. Bang, 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 bang.
Much like a former vice president, Angel wakes up one morning and all he sees is just quails.
God, just let me bomb the Middle East one more time. Just one more time before I expire.
Folks, like all of our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the follow button. Click the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens flock, then you can become an inner flocker. And for $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. I'm trying to get away from your common cold or cough or whatever that is. It's a bronchiolitis disease, and I don't want it.
Just a minor cough.
Yeah, sure, it's a minor
Here we
cough.
go, COVID-25.
So here we go with you trying to throw
Black
children
plague?
under the buses, eh? It's a minor cough.
Black
you can't say
plague?
it's an adult cough. How
No,
dare you?
That's
Be
right.
better.
It's extra illegal to get it because it's underage.
Be better.
Is it 2025 Black Plague?
No, Jesus, we already
That's
had the plague.
racist. It's the 2025 African American plague. Get it
No,
right.
Angel.
Oh my god!
I can't believe you're so
Angel.
insensitive to the minority.
You have no room to speak about any racism.
Yeah,
at all.
but I'm expected to be like that.
He's expected.
Folks,
Kill that plague right now.
Okay.
I got the vaccine right here.
all right, folks, as you can tell over here, we like to goof around. We like to fuck around. We like to mess with each other. We like to also talk about the latest nerdy news of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. We've been doing this for over 10 years. We've been doing this while proselytizing our wonderful community at conventions and spreading awareness of the good things that happen in our community, while at the same time trying to hold the assholes who do really horrible, heinous shit in our community and hold them to the fire and hold them to account, because God damn it, it's our responsibility to hold the people that we trust to help host our funds to not be assholes in the process. And that's basically fucking awesome journalism, if ever there was one. But what's important is it's not cheap, it's not easy to do, and we can't do this part-time. It has to be a full-time gig for us, because quite frankly, that's what this kind of deal calls for. And the way you can help us out is the way you've been doing it this whole time, by supporting us here, the way you have been all these years, by liking our content, by commenting both during the stream and after the stream, sharing us on all your social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, Snapchat us. We don't have a Snapchat. Hey, why don't we have a Snapchat?
We can get a Snapchat.
You
Yeah.
get a
Ravens
Snapchat?
don't talk.
Yeah, no, we do. Yeah, we do.
We do.
Yeah, but they don't
chat.
snap.
Well, we Snapchat some more.
I
So
poke-
They're
Pokemon
messengers,
Snap
technically.
and of course, obviously, sharing us and subscribing to us and hitting the notification bell here on our YouTube channel. The more subscribers we get, thanks to you folks, the more inner flockers can come out of it. And before you know it, we'll be financially self-sustaining and we'll be able to do this stuff full time. With your help, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below. And you'll also get access to us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. We got the Joseph Santos and Rose named Millie are both in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining us
Also,
tonight.
thank you for correcting me. Swords are sharp, not blunt.
No,
Unless if you have a really blunt sword.
Actually, if you're using a Tri-hander, you don't have to worry about the sharpness. You're actually meant to grab it by the blade
you're
and
sup-
use the pommel to hurt
Excuse me, the Zweihander is nothing compared, if in actuality, to the wonderful, most exquisite art of the samurai sword katana, the Japanese folded steel,
1,000 times.
tempered.
Oh god, my hair is turning into a
Look what
fedora.
you started, Jose Santos.
Why am I madaming everyone all of a sudden? Miladying.
I feel the sudden urge to simp and to hate women at the same time. Stop, it's disgusting.
You see these
Hey,
type,
Ben Cruz, how's it going?
you guys see this type of discussions that we have, these type of debates we have. Sometimes we debate so seriously, and sometimes we debate over crazy mundane things, like blunt objects or swords. But
Hey, swords are cool.
yeah, no, well they are cool, but like,
They're not dumb.
I didn't say dumb. I said
What?
mundane.
There's nothing mundane about a sword, bro.
Fair enough, but no matter what you're arguing with your friends, it does take a lot. It does take a lot out of you because people like to go down the rabbit hole and argue for hours and hours and hours. But thankfully, we've got the right beverage to help you restore all that energy.
Yes.
And I'm not talking regular energy. I'm talking glitch energy.
That's right, baby.
Yay!
Just like before, just like in the present, and just like, hopefully, the future, this amazing show is brought to you by the incredible folks at Glitch Energy, delivering incredible flavor, amazing energy, and more importantly, no crash, no lag, and no unnecessary ingredients to get in the way of the hell that you need to become big and strong.
That's right, folks. Glitch Energy, specially formulated smart energy blend,
Yeah.
keeps you running strong all day long, just like the Ravens flock, with 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 lag, and 0 crash. And if you go to glitchenergy.com, make sure that you have make sure that you have their website bookmarked because you never know when they're going to drop a new flavor. You want to make sure that you try all their flavors. They got more than 30 to choose from. For instance, Dragon Fang was giving a very pensive look at the holiday Matsuri themed flavor. Holly's what was it called? Holly's Jolly Jolt, which is a cranberry cocktail flavor. It's very yummy.
So good.
Sadly, the flavor is not in stock right now, but they do have other flavors available. And if you sign up right now, I believe I saw an advertisement. If you sign up right now, your first order will be 15% off.
That's it. That's if you sign up for Glitch Energy and keep them on. But if you don't feel like signing up, be a pal. Use our promo code FlockFuel and get 20% off of your order.
Holy shit! 20% is better than 15.
You're
That's
damn right
right.
it is. So haha, take that.
We're cutting down this incredibly valuable product by a fifth of its price because we are guaranteeing you here not only quality, but delicious quality. You see that? That is a seal of quality. I've been dumping Mana Surge into my mouth hole for the last hour and a half, and
That's
I feel
true.
like I could run a marathon and kill several homeless people. Don't do that.
Don't
That is
kill
So I'm
You're
gonna
not
go.
Patrick Bateman. You're not allowed to
that
kill
is
it.
incredibly illegal, and I'm not rich enough to get away with it. The point is,
I'll take over.
sometimes
Sometimes in life you just gotta be a hoe.
there's
There.
more to life than being gay and doing crimes. Sometimes you gotta be straight and do crimes as well. The point I'm trying to get to is that glitch is good for you.
So, folks, like Juan said, if you go to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on your order. So don't delay. Start the month of May with Glitch.
Someone's hungry. It's the month.
Start
of
the month of
May.
May. Go to glitchenergy.com. Use our promo code FlockFuel. Get your glitch today.
I want to thank Glitch Energy once again for partnering with the Ravens flock. You've made a terrible mistake.
Well, and speaking of the month of May, we
And
are now
mistakes.
officially, let's see, June, July, 5 months away from our favorite month,
Halloween.
October. Spooky season. Which,
Alas, we have to wait a little bit.
we do have to wait a little bit, but thankfully that wouldn't be the case for cons because nerd conventions take different mediums. There's video gaming conventions.
Of course.
There's anime conventions. There's also trading card conventions, sci-fi conventions,
Comic book
conventions
conventions.
for different genres, and there's
Video
always
gamings and costuming.
and there's
stuff.
something for everyone. And especially because I know we have a lot of hardcore horror fans out there. We also have horror cons as well. Me and Angel and Mr. Wanderhouse, we can speak from personal experience. We went to a few horror cons ourselves. Phantasm Orlando was definitely freaking fun.
We
Was
got to
one
meet
of
a
our
wrestler.
favorites.
He was cool.
Angel got to meet King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
All
I
three of them.
interviewed two. The other one had to was
Oh, yeah.
outside, but I got to speak with JD Storm or DJ Storm.
TJ Storm. He did motion capture
who
for
mocked
Godzilla.
himself.
Yeah!
He also got killed by the Punisher in the second movie. He exploded.
And we also got to meet the voice
Punisher
actor of
Wardrobe.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah. He was cool.
Yeah.
And yes, turns out they do not modulate his voice. He can't scream that loud.
And while those horror conventions do exist out there, there is one in particular that generates a lot of attendance numbers every year, and that is, of course, Spooky Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. You go ahead and take over for
If
me.
I recall, this is the one I went to where I bought the entire Vampire Hunter Buffy the Vampire Slayer set. I still have it in my house.
Oh, that's right, it is.
I have all
Wait,
seasons. in
Vampire
this
Hunter? What? Like there's
massive
Vampire
book.
Hunter D meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
God, I
That'd be
wish.
so. That'd be so.
God,
fucking-
I wish.
Imagine Yoshitaka Amano. It's his artwork of doing Buffy.
That would be
being
awesome.
In her little like leather jacket, that halter style fucking leather jacket
That
of
being
Doom.
said, fair warning, it would be incredibly imbalanced. It would be like dropping Dante on the setting of the Resident Evil 1.
Now, another spooky convention that we have here in Florida is one called Spookala. I believe Spookala hosts their events twice a year because they host one in early spring over in Orlando, and then they have a later one in the first weekend of October over in Tampa.
That's right. And if I'm not mistaken, actually, yeah, it's going to be in the Florida State Fairgrounds here in Tampa, October 3rd through the 5th.
That's right. But
It's
folks,
Spookala 8.
folks, strap yourselves in because we're about to go deeper into the world of horror because there's something scary. There's nothing more scarier, more terrifying, more horrific, more bloody than going to court and disputing over mundane legal matters.
Say what?
That's not. First off, it's
Horror
not.
of lawsuits.
First off, look up the word mundane. That's twice that you use it and it wasn't used properly.
Whoops.
And secondly, more importantly, lawsuits?
I mean, to be fair, be honest.
Fucking lawsuits!
What would you be more scared of if somebody broke down your door? Freddy Krueger or a team of lawyers? Because Freddy at least will kill you.
We got
The lawyers will damage
Freddy
your
will just
soul.
end it all.
Yeah, Freddy will make it quick. Jason will make it quick. Lawyers. Oh, lawyers are like the what are they the guys with the cube?
Oh, the
They're like
the-
piranhas.
from Hellraiser.
Yeah, they're the hellraisers of the law.
Shit.
but there's no pleasure from any of
wait,
that.
We have
Cenobites
such
of Hellraiser.
Cenobites. The
sensations.
Cenobites of
We have
Hellraiser.
such sensations to show you. They pull out a bunch of papers.
How dare you quote Hellraiser in front of me?
Really not.
All right, but yes, this is something that I kid you not, I stumbled upon on my Facebook feed earlier this week. Yes, there is a legal dispute between two conventions, Spooky Empire Incorporated and Spookala LLC.
Oh my fucking god.
The record,
Why?
I never heard of any of these two.
Yes, you did. You
You
went to
just
one.
told
You
us.
just said that you went to
Spooky
one.
Wait, no, I
Yeah.
meant to say I didn't heard of Spookala because I never been to that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've
okay.
heard
Cala's a
of
smaller
Spooky
convention.
Empire, but not
one of our
Spookala.
friends was working.
So who is
Spooky
suing
Empire.
who and why? Because this sounds stupid,
This sounds really stupid. Yeah.
and I need to know what gives.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. Spooky Empire, if I'm reading the information correctly here, is suing Spookala as a part of a trademark infringement, basically saying, "Hey, you're not allowed to have scary conventions. Only we're allowed. We're the only ones."
Oh
Eh.
my
Wait, that makes no sense.
What?
You can't copyright the entire genre of horror. It's a genre.
But apparently that's what Spooky Empire is doing.
That is
Okay,
This
What the
is
hell?
incredibly
If you don't
stupid.
believe us, this is exactly what Jose found here. And yeah, you can check us later on this because our prime source was a Facebook post over here. We did not want to believe this. Imagine being so mad
still
that
have
there's
photos.
another horror con in Central Florida that you have to make a whole lawsuit. Yeah, Spooky Empire v. Spookala.
This is a waste of
Like,
money.
is there an actual law prevent? It's like saying you can't open a hot dog stand here, even though you have all the permits. Only I can open a hot dog stand here. My
But you
hot
don't-
dog
No,
is
it's
the
like-
only one.
I'm the only one in New York who can have a hot dog stand. You can't have it.
But I have my permits.
No, you can't.
Can't.
Only me.
But I just got my license.
So
No.
they're just throwing a massive.
It's
But I'm
so
making them out of
stupid.
actual dogs.
Okay.
Okay, but here, listen to this. Look what I could do.
Okay, he's got a good point. Damn.
But getting back to
No,
You
the
gotta
no,
love
he's got a good
frivolous
point.
lawsuits, folks. And thanks to Jose's work here, he was able to actually pin down a posting on vitallaw.com. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link for you fine folks to read at home on your own time, on your own dime. Ben Cruz was saying here earlier, I am currently fighting against arch-tempered Ray Dow. Ha ha ha.
Oh, Christ. So for those of you who don't know, Ray Dow is one of the main monsters of the
Oh, I
Monster
see
Hunter
what I
Wilds
have to
who
do.
shoots lightning. It's the Railgun
I
Dragon.
was just gonna say, is that the real
Railgun.
There is an arch-tempered version of it, and he's basically taking everybody who claimed that the game was too easy and making them eat their shit.
Jeez Louise, man.
He
They put it-
Oh,
sucks.
it's hard mode.
Let me put it this way, if you max out your lightning
Biting them in
resistance,
the
you'll be
ass.
lucky if the attack doesn't rip out 3/4 of your health.
All right, so here we go. Trademark news.
Please go ahead.
Spooky Empire Horror Convention. Rose named Millie. Plus, Spookala is only in Tampa, while Spooky Empire is only in Orlando. Two entirely different cities and completely different destinations. Yeah, but Rose named Millie. You forget something. Jose, can you demonstrate one more time?
Actually, look what else I could do.
Oh my God.
Your Honor, this
It's
argument
an
is
open
without
and shut
question.
case. I'm so sorry.
This
Your
is
Honor, I believe I must
basically-
retrieve my evidence and
We're
my
on a
witnesses.
temper
This case is
We have to withdraw our defense here.
Is
Your
this
Yeah.
just
Honor.
a dick
Yeah,
measuring
bro, we're not
contest
getting
at this
paid for
point?
one, I'm
It is.
sorry.
All right, let's go ahead and actually get through the details here.
Okay,
This is so ridiculous.
This is so fucking stupid. Okay, let me see if I can zoom this in a little easier for us to read over here, and for the folks at home to be able to read too.
And yay, it's Zoom friendly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good.
By Jonathan Anderson. Plaintiff and defendants both operate horror-themed conventions in Florida and have similar names and design marks. The operator of the Florida horror-themed convention, Spooky Empire, has sued a competitor, which also operates in Florida under the name Spookala, for alleged trademark infringement and unfair competition. The lawsuit alleges that defendants' name and logos are likely to create and have created marketplace confusion. In addition to the similarity in the word marks, both logos contain an illustrated character holding up the text of the logo in the same style font. The complaint, which seeks monetary and injunctive relief, advances 3 counts against defendants. 1 account, federal trademark infringement in violation of 15 USC,
Subsection 1114.1.
and 2, count 2, federal unfair competition and false designation of origin in violation of...
For the record,
15 USC subsection 1125.
the logo for
hang on,
Spooky
hang
Empire
on,
is
Angel.
this.
Yeah.
The logo for Spookala is this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a,
hold on. And 3rd account, common law unfair competition.
What? How is it
my
unfair?
like, what's unfair? Like, okay,
So,
folks,
so it's like Disney saying Busch Gardens can't have any
Yeah,
roller coasters.
It makes no
like,
sense.
look at the logos. We have them on our thumbnail. There's
does not
Spooky
look anything
Empire
alike.
with a Frankenstein-looking thing, and there's Spookala
With a ghost!
with a
With a
ghosty
go-
skeleton.
Okay, okay, wait a minute. Go back to that. That's not the same font.
Not at all.
They're the same
No!
fucking font.
What are
They
you
don't
talking
even have
about?
the same color.
No.
Also, what does unfair law mean in this case?
The
Are-
common law unfair
Because
competition.
that means that you'll be doing something to sabotage the competition, like, actively slandering them or downplaying their product
Yeah.
or, I don't know, fucking killing their workers.
This entire thing seems really stupid. I'm sorry.
You have to
Listen,
be doing
sounds
something.
We
like
were
temper
there in
tantrum.
the original con wars of the mid to late aughts.
We were there, Marty.
We were there. Okay, we were there, and you can say that we're digging up old dirt. You can say that we're digging up ancient history, but we're doing this as an example.
Go ahead.
MetroCon comes forward, and then we had people who were on staff of MetroCon who split away to create ShadowCon, and then there were also folks in there who split away from that and created ChaoticCon.
Yeah.
And
then
even
Civil
and then
War
it went to
and then
LumiCon.
LumiCon.
Yo.
There was a lot of
Why do
fighting
we have to
happening.
bring that up again?
Hey,
It's okay.
sorry.
LumiCon is dead.
No, I meant all of them.
Hey,
It's
say what
okay.
you want about all these...
ChaoticCon and ShadowCon is dead.
I know. but
Big things on the horizon.
We stand upon the grave of failed empires.
Say what you want about those conventions. At least they didn't freaking go into stupid petty legal battles with
No,
each other.
instead they had dumb shade wars happening where we literally had one guy who was shot. The host of ChaoticCon started the opening ceremonies by singing from Les Miserables and getting shot on stage by a dude in a yellow shirt, heavily implying that MetroCon was trying to kill him.
I mean, listen.
That was.
forgot about that.
I didn't. I remember it.
Why did you have to bring that back up?
Because my memory is long, motherfuckers.
I'm just saying, if
Along
you're
with
gonna
other
make a
things.
big show of your bare example, and the first thing you do is play yourself as a victim, you're not really gaining my attendance here.
You see what I mean?
Also, there was
stupid.
that time that dude shit himself on the stairs. That was pretty funny.
Actually, that was in ShadowCon,
I
not
know, it
Chaotic.
was
But
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah. But this lawsuit is so stupid. That's like Nintendo suing Sega just because of competition.
But don't they already own half of Sega?
No,
Oh, yeah.
Sega works through Nintendo
Pre-acquisition.
because Nintendo is their developer now, which is extra funny because Sega is now shitting on Nintendo for their prices.
Ah,
yeah.
it's like you can't make me do anything.
Hey guys,
Daddy.
you know what isn't $90? Sonic
Sonic
Racing,
Hey!
with Shadow included.
All right.
Like,
do-
okay, let me see the background on here. On April 16, 2025, plaintiff Spooky Empire Inc. sued defendants Spookala LLC and its owner, alleging federal and common law trademark infringement and unfair competition in the Middle District of Florida. The complaint alleges that defendants used without authorization and infringed upon plaintiff's federally registered trademark Spooky Empire. The complaint further alleges that that defendants used the name as trademark Spookala and related logos in a manner that is likely to create and has created marketplace confusion as to source and or affiliation. Plaintiff is a producer producer of a horror convention show in Florida that has operated since 2003. The convention was started in Broward County and later moved to Orlando, where it is currently held twice a year. Since at least 2008, plaintiff has used the name and trademark Spooky Empire in connection with the convention and related offerings. Since at least 2008, plaintiff has also has been using a design mark, namely a logo displaying the trademark Spooky Empire with a, quote, horror-style font and illustration of the Frankenstein character above the words, with Frankenstein's hands holding the words. The complaint alleges that since at least 2008, the plaintiff has engaged in extensive advertising and promoting using the Spooky Empire marks. These efforts include spending at least $100,000 annually on marketing, including the use of online, print, and multimedia channels. As evidence of the strong public recognition of the marks, plaintiff alleges that its annual revenue exceeds $1 million. The complaint alleges that plaintiff has developed substantial goodwill in connection with its marks, which are distinctive through registration and acquired distinctiveness.
Alleged unauthorized acts.
The
complaint alleges that defendants started a competing horror convention in Tampa called Spookala, advertised as, quote, Florida's Horror and Pop Culture Convention. The complaint further alleges that defendant's design mark is confusingly similar to the plaintiff's mark. Defendant's marks consisted of the word Spookala in a horror-style font with the image of a skeleton, it's a ghost, above the words, and the skeleton's hands grasping both ends of... How do you get a ghost wrong? Have you never watched an episode of Scooby-Doo?
It's like a skeletal ghost specter.
It's more like a... Yeah, it's definitely like a specter.
It's a plasma skelly.
The complaint alleges the defendants have, without authorization, used plaintiff's marks or marks confusingly similar to create a false and misleading impression that Spooky Empire is affiliated with, sponsors, or endorses Spookala. The complaint alleges that defendants have acted in willful and intentional disregard with the intent to deceive and mislead consumers as to the affirmation and affiliation and sponsorship of defendant servants. And I already read through these accounts, but...
Relief sought. The complaint seeks an order requiring defendants to pay plaintiff profits and all damages because of the alleged infringement and unfair competition, in addition to court costs and attorney's fees. The complaint also seeks a permanent injunction restraining defendants from advertising or providing goods or services bearing the name or mark Spookala.
That is literally saying, I not only don't want you to pay me, I want you to never work in this town again.
Motherfuckers!
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much, I'm guessing that Spookala was starting to gain in popularity, so then they saw them as a threat, so now they just want to put them down.
Most likely they want to keep their
I'm gonna sue you!
monopoly over the, I can't believe I'm saying this, over the horror con scene in Florida.
Less monopoly and...
sentence I ever
This
thought of.
entire
That
That
is
is
the dumbest
stupid.
fucking thing on earth.
Less monopoly and more, they want to keep it, all the horror stuff, exclusive only to Spooky Empire.
Hey, I'm
They
not.
don't
no,
want
that
to
is
share, guys. They
monopolizing.
don't want to share.
This is
that's
the very
basically what it
definition
boils
of
down to.
we are scared of competition. And considering that horror is a fairly niche genre even today, having another con, to be fair, yeah, having another con competing with you could have a nice, dangerous cut into your profits. But instead of instead of providing better service, your response is, no, you can't do this. I'm taking my ball
Is
and
throwing
going
a
home.
tantrum?
Yeah.
Also,
Also, holy shit, the struggler. Thank you kindly, my dude.
Yay!
He's been a member for 20 months.
And he said, hey, flockers, 20 months? Wow, maybe my last one for a while due to life, but I will be back to support you guys again. Stay awesome.
good.
Understandable,
We understand,
man.
buddy.
Work on what you gotta do to get yourself back on your feet. We'll miss you when you're gone, but we'll welcome you when you get back.
What's up, Zayana?
So, how the heck are you saying that both of those two logos are confusingly similar?
Your Honor, they might look slightly the same to somebody who's blind.
You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Someone
because
who's
they're
colorblind.
holding the names of the convention.
Okay, how many things have actually been doing that before?
That's the only similarity that I see.
Hey, you know who else is doing that?
Who?
That Halloween store that shows up every now and then.
Spirit Halloween.
Spirit Halloween?
Which
Are we
actually
gonna
was
sue
just
that one
mentioned in
too?
here too.
Are they gonna sue that one too?
Well, that's different. That's a retail store.
But that's competition. That's cutting into our profits. They gotta be sued too.
Yeah, but see, I think particularly this is just so stupid because, again, you said skeleton. It's a fucking ghost. It's a specter.
Oh, my goodness.
How could you call yourself
And
a
the
horror
same
person and you
font.
get that wrong?
What they don't understand is that competition is actually good for
you.
business
Yeah.
because
Yes.
it forces both companies to actually, push their product, push their supply a little
Apparently,
bit further
they're
up.
pushing this. According to Reddit, they're pushing this because Spookala used to be in Ocala, and now
Yeah.
they're moving to Tampa. So they're basically afraid that they're horning into their territory.
Well, also, Ocala is really, really far
It's
for a
very
lot of
small.
people.
Yeah.
So
It's very small too.
Hey, what's wrong with expanding your business to reach a wider customer base?
Yeah.
There's no law against that. But no, that's my hot dog cart.
Honestly,
shoot someone.
I wouldn't be surprised if a judge just looks at this and just like, this is really stupid.
I
just
get the
tosses
feeling
it.
that the judge will most likely throw away this entire.
Throw away because
I do
this-
hope so.
Yeah, because this entire situation is groundless.
It's a waste of money and it's a waste of time.
Maybe that is what
And
they're
a
aiming
waste
for.
of
Maybe they're trying to
resources,
scare
too.
them away with try to fight this in court. But that is assuming the judge accepts the case. To
Oh,
begin
okay,
don't
but
think
here's
they
the thing.
are.
Yeah, me neither.
When people who go to both see this, they're gonna be like, what
Well,
the
I'm just gonna
heck
go
is
to
this
one now.
about? It's gonna start creating negative outlooks
Press.
to
And
others.
their
Yeah.
revenue and all the people that are going might drop.
And then they'll go to Spookala.
And if their goal,
Congratulations,
and
you
if
play
their
yourself.
exactly, and if their annual goal is to drive more numbers in attendance by getting a lot by bringing more spooky content, then this type of like press that's gonna hurt them.
It's negative press, and that's what you don't need.
Precisely.
How many
especially for a
months again?
convention.
How many months again until October?
5 months.
So this is.
5 months till October
This
for
is gonna be
Spookala.
I'm
recent.
pretty sure
Yeah.
that's gonna put a dent in their numbers.
And Tampa is not as far away from Orlando as it is from Ocala because those fans that you're driving away from Spooky Empire, they will go straight to the other con.
There's also the fact that this has precedent for them being afraid because they have been the only spooky con in this entire city for a while. Having a new
they
one,
got comfy.
yeah, it means that the new your con goers will be like, you know what? I've been going to this con this entire time. Let me check out the new one for a change and see what happens. And that's what they're terrified of. They're afraid that the new guys will go there and be like, you know, I like this one more.
You
And
know,
they
but
cannot afford that.
It's kind
Don't
of
worry,
stupid.
folks. You can still hear us. We're still discussing.
I still think it's kind of stupid considering it's like, okay, how many anime conventions are in the United States?
Several.
How many do people usually go to every single year?
Several.
Not just one. They go to maybe a couple.
Yeah, like-
So it's not just because there's a second one doesn't mean they're never gonna come and see me.
Congrats. Well done.
Excellent
People
work,
can
Juancho.
go to two
No
of
one
these
will ever doubt you
conventions,
ever.
right?
I ain't not asking for doubting. I just asked for these.
Hey, Juan,
motherfuckers
here's
to
an
be right.
RPG. Clear up my doubts for me real quick.
All right, Angel, I want you to stand right next to your doubts.
Awesome.
So that way you can see how well I destroy your doubts.
Surely he cannot miss.
All right. Well,
I didn't miss.
well, thanks to our thanks to the technical expertise of Mr. Juan Raz, we have both cameras working, and we are finally able to continue on.
With the quality that we've...
See, the
that
problem
you've
is,
done
one-
to us.
one of the cameras was suing the other one.
Wait, on what grounds?
The grounds of fuck you.
It wanted all the FPS for itself.
The grounds of there's two of us. There can only be one.
There can be only
All
one.
right.
You wanna know the funny thing is?
Yeah.
They're identical camera models, so they actually have. If this was an actual fucking thing, then the other cameras would actually have a fucking case rate.
All right.
Canon versus Canon.
Well, we've already chimed in our thoughts about this. So Juan, we'll go to you. Like your thoughts on this whole lawsuit.
First off, number one, y'all see what I did over here? I threw up a poll. What do you guys think over here in the chat?
Let us know.
Does Spooky Empire have a case against Spookala? Yes, the logos are too similar, or no, this is a BS lawsuit. Oh, I'm not ending it. I'm leaving it up to the end of the show.
Yes. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and read the chat here. Outside of the struggler, Rosename Millie said here, Spooky Empire will not leave Orlando and will only stay there every time of the year. That's why Spookala is a small convention opened up in Tampa only destination. I think that's why Spookala might have happened in Tampa because Spooky Empire will not move to Tampa area.
That is exactly the point. Like, we've got a distinct. It's Jose, and I know that you'll understand this. It's just like how the old days of the old territorial professional wrestling companies. They only operated in specific areas in the country.
So they're
like,
counting on people going to them, but if somebody shows up in the area where the people are supposed to not go to, now we got a problem.
Exactly.
Precisely.
Basically, you don't encroach on my turf. I don't encroach on yours. Gentleman's handshake. We're good. We'll do business. We'll swap talents if ever need be, as well as business works for us. And rising tides raises all boats, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Except in the case of Spooky Empire, who's acting like a fucking horse's ass and saying, "Yeah, I don't want you."
Temper tantrum.
Exactly.
Temper
yes.
tantrum.
Acting like a little baby. Acting like a little fucking baby that
The big
needs to.
spooky baby.
It's like the guys who run Spooky Empire are acting like little babies who need their booties pampered and fucking baby powdered over here and cornstarched up their bunghole.
You know
because
what?
they can't handle the heat.
Do you know
They
what
can't
it's
handle the
reminding
pressure.
me of?
What does
do
it
they
remind you
remind
of?
The baby ghost from Luigi's Mansion.
Yes.
I remember that.
Man,
Yes.
these Chucky movies are getting out of hand.
Angel, this has nothing to do
That's
with
Luigi's
Chucky.
Mansion.
Yeah, I know.
Mansion.
With the psychotic killer doll from 3.
Oh god.
3 is
I
great.
didn't play through yet.
Oh my fucking god! Like the point is very clear. Spooky Empire is afraid. Spooky Empire is scared of competition. They want to monopolize being able to run Halloween-themed or horror-themed conventions, and they want it all for themselves. Phantasm Orlando has evaporated out into the ether. I have and guess who managed to go in on their turf and managed to pick up on picking up any guests and resources and staff that may have evaporated away from Phantasm Orlando. Take a wild guess.
Spooky Empire.
Exactly.
Whoops.
Oh no, look at that. Oh, this little convention that's really small, and they're also trying to do horror themes. Oh no, it'd be a real shame if something bad happened to you. Like, oh, I don't know, we encroach on y'all motherfuckers and advertise y'all away into oblivion. Imagine that. And I guess they couldn't do that to Spookala, so they're going the next best route and taking it to court.
Well,
Like pussies.
give Spooky Empire credit. They've done a really great job in outing themselves and being a bunch of predators.
But don't
God damn. Like, I'm over here even double checking on the court listener website that Jose also gave us over here. Bleh. And where's the thing? Get in here. Bleh. And yes, Christopher Justice. Yeet.
Actually, scroll up on the chat. I want to see what else Millie has said after. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. So if you guys even want to check this out on your own, I highly recommend everyone get themselves. Nope, wrong thing. That everyone get themselves set up with with courtlistener.com. It's very handy, especially if you go over these legal cases. This gives you the entire story, like movement to movement, document to document of everything that's been submitted in the initial beginnings of this entire ordeal. Like they said, this started up April 16th, and you can track all the paperwork that's been submitted on both ends of the case, all the way down through to what is it?
It's
Tuesday, the 29th?
Yes.
Yeah. See? Motherfuckers.
Indeed.
Unreal. Like, notice, like, summons, returns, executed. Okay, so...
I can only imagine the poor judge getting all this pile of paperwork, looking at this and going, really? I skipped my golf session for this.
Skip my golf session.
Like, they're gonna throw this case out so fast, the boot won't have time to connect with the ass before it makes it out the building.
Like,
Yeah.
you dare bring this ridiculous, frivolous lawsuit to me in front of my egg salad sandwich?
Really? In front of my crab rangoons?
What's wrong with you?
Now, Spookala, of course, has not issued any statements in response to this lawsuit.
Then again, neither did Spooky Empire. They
Then
don't
again-
want people to know that they're suing their competition because they're too afraid to compete.
But, Spooky Empire is going to have to put out some statement addressing this.
It will just be a picture of the entire cast laughing.
As for Spookala, well, it doesn't seem to be halting their momentum. I've checked their websites, and they still have guest announcements for their upcoming October event. So it looks like it's smooth sailing for now, at least.
I guess it's a good thing that that Spooky Empire never really had any interest in the Ravens flock at all.
Maybe it's for the best. But
maybe
think
it's for
about
the best.
Think about it from a pragmatic standpoint. You are 5 months away from showing off your con in the state of Tampa. You have
You
your
mean
guests.
the city of Orlando.
Yeah, you got your guests ready. The place has been set up. You already spent your money for a budget. Are you going to waste your time on a legal battle that is very likely to get thrown out? Or are you just going to show them why they should be afraid of you?
I mean, you got a point.
That's a very solid point.
Sometimes you just gotta stand your feet on the ground and go, no, suck my dick.
Like,
Well,
this
I
is
was
why
going
I'm
to quote Captain America Civil War and use
No,
No, you move.
You move.
you move. Plant
They're
your
not stopping, neither are we.
Exactly. You plant yourself like a tree, and when they tell you to move, you just say, no, you move. I love Captain America.
Captain's great.
He's awesome.
Falcon
But that
is
being
awesome,
said, this entire thing is just a
Falcon.
fucking colossal waste of time and a waste of money.
It would be as if I'm over here thinking, like, it would be as if MegaCon Orlando would decide to actually go ahead and nuke MetroCon and then nuke Spooky Empire and then nuke Holiday Matsuri because they dare to operate anything pop culture related in Florida.
No,
That
they
would
would
be-
go after Metrocom because they start with the letter M.
Oh, that would be even dumber.
That would be so dumb.
But even
They
then,
have
like,
the same number of syllables. How dare you?
But even then, like, obviously, there's no need for that kind of case because MegaCon is the single largest one out of all of them. In Florida, in the state of Florida, MegaCon reigns supreme.
But now they're using the same convention center.
Yep.
You mean Holiday Matsuri is, yes.
No,
Oh,
holiday
ironic.
is, yeah.
Yeah, Hall
Oh,
Mat
No,
is.
but what if they go after them like, you can't use this. This is our place. This is our turf.
I don't think the Orange County Convention Center has any writ of exclusivity.
Now
in
we do
their
this
contract.
shit the right
Not that
way.
we
We
know.
give them
Not
knives.
yet.
No, they better. No, like, you see, like, this is the one thing that, while we love going to these conventions, attending them, reporting on them, showing you guys the wonders and the fun and the exuberance of the nerd culture that we partake in and that we hold so dear to our hearts, it's this dumb shit right here that we gotta fucking put a light on.
It gives us a bad name. It
Yeah.
gives cons.
I have no
It
idea
gives
what
cons a
I
bad
hope
name.
it's delicate.
Exactly. And before you know it, say by the time we're done with the show over here, you're gonna see the people who go gluck gluck on there for Spooky Empire trying to shade on the Ravens flock over here for it. How dare you?
I
Y'all are being
would
negative.
like to see them try.
You're being negative. You're
We
being a
don't-
hater.
We don't get paid enough to care. Now,
But
we
we don't
don't
get paid at all to care.
let's continue on because we don't have that much time to begin with.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
go to
I'm
the
done.
next
Yeah,
story.
no, I don't want to talk about this dumb legal matter. Jesus,
Let me
man.
tell you about something even dumber that might turn into a legal issue.
What?
Oh, really?
No, not that. Not that. This thing.
That's this, yes?
Yeah, the ready thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we don't often speak about gacha games. They're not really our thing. Like, I myself only play...
Especially
like,
Angel. He hates gotchas.
I am not a
Our
fan of
thing.
gacha, but the twins here, they love that stuff. And to their
Genshin
credit,
Impact,
they haven't
Honkai
wasted all their
Star
life
Rail.
savings on it yet. There's this game by the name of Infinity Nikki. It's a very comfy game. It's about living in a beautiful village that you build for yourself and collecting beautiful pets and designing beautiful clothing with incredible flair and style.
No,
Did I
it's
confuse
not.
that with the other
Hang on a
one?
minute. Let's say
There-
on a
there's
Rose
like
that Dragon Fang
this
described
is
it.
the
This is the open world.
yeah. This is the
Yeah, that's
fifth
what I meant.
one.
The fifth one.
This is
The
almost
newest
like
one.
Skyrim. You explore.
We need to look China now.
Oh my god.
But I digress. The point of Infinity
Oh.
Nikki is to explore, is to collect, and more importantly, is to design beautiful dresses and incredible pieces of clothing that dazzle the eye and warm the heart. Overall, it's a very comfy game. It's a fashion simulator, basically. And ironically, because of it, it has some of the chillest fan bases that I've seen so far. No controversies, no infighting. Mostly the fight is basically about my clothing looks better than yours, but I'm not going to get into the Zoolander of this whole thing.
It'll
We're
be
gonna-
funny. It's funny.
It
There
would
is no
be.
discourse until now.
Unfortunately, discourse has erupted among the franchise of Nikki because everybody mad. Whole house mad because the
Everyone
company
wanna
has done an
nuke.
oopsie and sort of nuked
Okay,
themselves.
and messed
So before we
Ladies,
do that, this is how bad it is. This was made in China.
You pissed
Oh,
off your
that's
China
You pissed
fan
off
base.
the Chinese fan base.
the fact that it was made in China is pretty bad already. wasn't it?
Well, no, but the
That's
Chinese
where
fan
all
base,
the-
the
that's where all
Chinese
the
fan
gotchas are made.
base is pissed off. They're making a bigger stink than everyone else, and that's saying something.
So you gotta understand how bad it has to be that you make the most loyal fan base in the world, the Chinese, get so angry that they're actively quitting the game due to the fact that the most recent patch, known as version 1.5,
It broke the game.
Broke
yeah,
the
basically,
game.
yeah,
No,
there's
we're-
no way to sugarcoat
we're
this.
not
They
even
fucked it
joking.
up.
We're
It
not
actually broke the
sugarcoating
game. It broke it.
They
It
won.
was
Do you know
unplayable.
how long it took me to get into the game on PC?
I went for an oil change and they popped my tires.
It
basically.
took me an hour and a half to get on the game.
Oh!
You did it on the
It's bad.
28th
Yeah.
too, right?
The most recent update has been plagued with not only a baby of bugs, but straight up system issues that have resulted in both
Crashes.
PS5 and phone players, which are 2/3 of the fan base, being unable to log in or access any content at all.
Do you know the way to fix it?
What is
How?
the way to fix it?
Uninstall and reinstall, but it's still buggy as hell. Here's the thing. It literally gets rid of all of your photos. And you know what? We like taking photos in that game. I'm not
Wait,
chancing
how does
it.
that work? How does reinstalling the game delete your gallery?
Because it gets rid of that day. If you
Oh,
don't,
it
if you
wipes
don't
your
have the,
cache.
if you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah, it
have
wipes
the
your
cloud,
cache, and if you don't have
you're
cloud
screwed.
storage on it, then
Yeah.
it'll.
That
I'm
is
not
out.
taking the
It's
chance.
similar with TikTok. If you have
PS5
drafts on
is
there,
still
it'll delete them
unable
if
to
you
log
remove
in.
the app.
Wow.
Yes. So unlike
So you're telling me we're back to having no games?
No. See, for me, Sis has it on PC. I have it on both PC and PS5 because I linked my account. My PS5 still won't let me log in and says, "Oh yeah, no, you have the latest update." Bitch, I don't even have the freaking hot fixes.
Oops.
And they kept them
There's
coming out with
nothing.
the hot fixes, but They didn't fix it.
Like every 5 hours.
Now, this has been happening since the 28th of April, which means that we are 5 days into this blackout, and whatever they did, it's so bad that they haven't fixed it yet.
This is not a good look for them. They better come up with something.
They
Because
have.
They have.
They've come up with the most incredible course of action.
Apology.
Nani.
They issued an apology.
Letter.
Okay, let's read this thing.
So in this letter that was posted
Posted on Reddit.
on Reddit from the
From
user
from the official r/Infinity Nikki official thread.
All right, here, let me read.
Okay.
And this letter says, and I quote, Dear stylists, first and foremost, we would like to extend our sincerest apologies. We are truly sorry that we were unable to provide you with a stable experience upon the release of the new version. We understand that every stylist's love and...
What?
This is the greatest fucking response I ever seen.
Here you go.
We understand that every stylist's love and trust in Infinity Nikki is something we must cherish and uphold with the utmost dedication.
With the desire to offer Nikki and all of you a more vibrant and colorful journey, we had planned various new content for this update. Designing outfits in diverse styles, creating fun and engaging gameplay, and crafting unique landscapes. We hoped Nikki could embark on thrilling adventures across parallel worlds, discovering endless surprises and joys in Mirrorland.
However, this time we fell short of expectations.
Short.
And was sorry.
We're
Following the
sorry.
version of day, we received a lot of feedback, aka threats, regarding game experience issues, primarily concerning all the bricks you threw to our windows, co-op features, and overall game performance. Translation: shit don't work. Game performance, including issues such as logging failures, crashing, and resolution problems.
You guys think that we lag bad enough when we try to do Let's Plays?
wanna
Imagine
know-
this shit. Those guys have no excuse.
Tell them what
I know, it's
your
making me blush.
ping was.
My ping on PC. It's supposed to be in green, right?
Yeah,
right?
that- that's
Hi,
1200.
I'm red. I'm in a red. I'm at 527 ping.
That means that the connection and the drop, the material, the patch is so bad, it's affecting not just your game, it's affecting your PC's performance.
I have the ping beat.
How?
Oh, yeah.
Mine was 1500.
It's
Yeah,
bad,
I got
boys.
over. I got over
no.
1,000 ping.
It's
Yeah.
bad, boys. Like
Normally, we're around like 200 to 500.
that also
50
means that the patch
50
is
ping
so
for PC.
unoptimized.
Well, no,
it's
like what we
basically
have so
using
far.
your CPU as a ringing
Yeah.
towel. Performance is tanking.
Oh.
I was going to say, Zayana
We-
Rose, do you want to read that part of the apology?
The last part of the
Oh,
apology.
and not to mention,
Which one? Here,
they
Winston
reset
Sealy.
all of our graphics.
Oh yeah, all of them are at ultra. They're at ultra.
You're going back to PS1 era, stupid.
Okay. We sincerely apologize for the issues that had disrupted Nikki's dazzling and dreamlike journey. Following an urgent review by the development team, we have already resolved nearly 100 issues, improved the stability of multiplayer servers, and carried out emergency fixes for certain visual display issues. Moving forward, we will continue to monitor the game's performance to ensure these problems do not reoccur. That's a load of fucking bull. We still are having issues.
Motherfuck. Oh my god.
We're counting the days until this issue is fixed. Remember, it's been 5 days already. Most games of live service do not take this long, which means that the patch that they dropped in there was meant to basically go into the
This is
core of
our
the system to
apology.
make those changes, and it broke something fundamental.
This is our apology.
Oh my fucking god, Dragonfang, you read this one. You read this over here, please. Oh.
Do
As
it.
an expression of our heartfelt apologies, we will be distributing the following compensation to all players via in-game mail: 10 Revelation crystals, 10 Resolute crystals, and 1,200 diamonds.
So basically,
How much is
Thank
that?
you.
okay,
again
so
for
the
the
first,
understanding.
those are
For the
all
understanding.
110 pull. That the first one, that is the that's the limited. The other
Yeah.
one is just the permit one.
So you're basically getting off for like 1 or 2 pulls if you're lucky.
Here's the thing: some people didn't get them yet.
No.
I don't remember if
They
I got it
fucked
yet.
up their apology.
They fucked up on the apology!
That is amazing.
How do you do this?
How do you screw up the
how do you
apology? They were right in front of you.
It's like Hulk Hogan screwing up being racist.
So
He was racist wrong.
How do you?
Okay,
how
but
do you insult the wrong
how?
party?
That's how.
How?
you guys do realize that they have literally been bombing their Steam page They have been.
Chinese
Oh
player
my
base.
god!
And they're
crowd.
also starting to do a boycott.
I
Here's
think
the
this
thing.
story has broken
God.
Juan.
Oh my god! Go ahead, go
Do you
ahead,
guys
please.
want to
You
know
don't
what they
listen to
did?
this.
What did they do?
Well, we just found out today that people were actually on their Discord, and they started banning the word boycott. So you know what? The Chinese player base has started, and now everyone else is picking up.
They're like, no, fuck you. It's now.
Okay, you know what? It's now called a girl cop, bitch.
Oh my
Hashtag girl caught.
goodness.
Slay.
And
Hashtag
not to
woman power.
mention,
I mean, it works.
A
Hashtag
lot-
girl power.
a lot
Don't
of
leave me hanging, girl.
a lot of the Chinese
I'm left
player
hanging.
base.
Damn.
Oh.
A
I
lot of
will
the
never
Chinese
let you
player
hang,
base.
bruh.
They're trying to deter a lot of people from coming into Infinity.
Don't become a
Nikki.
stylist
Yeah, because of what has been happening.
until this is fixed.
Like, it is bad enough that not only are you hurting your present fan base, you're hurting future prospects.
Potential.
And this isn't even the worst of it.
It's bad. How?
They retconned their intro tutorial level,
Yep.
and it makes no sense.
You
So
can
is
never play
Destiny
it
2 all
again.
over again? You get dropped
And
into
also
an
when-
unknown area with no idea what's going on?
The
Kind of.
story were just like
Yeah, you
What?
basically retconned a lot of things.
and
Fascinating.
and well, for on some people couldn't even complete it because the moment you log in, which I actually heard her
I was so
screaming
mad. I
in
was
the back
getting
here.
guys,
During
I was getting
work.
ready for work, and I was like, okay, I need to do my dailies for Nikki.
They
No,
throw
you don't.
you into this.
You ain't doing shit.
No, they throw you into this tutorial cutscene thing as soon as
Lasts
you
like
log
an
in.
hour.
Why?
We don't know. A lot of people are like, you shouldn't be required to immediately be thrown into this.
Okay, so that
What
means
about
my,
our dailies?
That means my hypothesis was right. The update was meant to work on the game's foundation, which means that whatever they did is essential. I think that maybe the reason why it broke. It's trying to identify every player as a new player, but it's running into a logic bug of,
no.
wait, if you're new, how come you have all of this on the account?
Does not compute. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, no, they were actually supposed to. This was supposed to be a much bigger update. We're supposed to get our
Yeah.
favorite thing, which was going to be housing.
Yeah,
Yes.
of
There's no
course it's the
housing.
housing
No,
up
no,
that
they
breaks
had it.
something.
They had a downsize.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
there's literally a housing market bubble collapsing.
No,
in
no,
the-
it didn't
FF14
even
all over
exist yet.
again.
It was supposed to be
Didn't even
introduced.
Oh, it's even worse. It's a
We introduced the
non-existent.
housing
Yeah, they
market
didn't
and it
even-
collapsed
That,
immediately.
that
They-
wasn't even in the update.
They had to push it back.
Talk about dead on arrival.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
They had to push it back, and I mean,
It's
Gold
worse than
mine.
I thought. It's genuinely worse than I expected.
there's no beta testing either.
All right, well, let's go over to
Nope,
the live
let's-
chat.
Let's
and-
see what else the folks in the live chat have been telling us over here. Real quick, I saw Rosemary named Millie. Too many people are arriving, so you spend more money for less give back.
That is true.
Spookla isn't busy. It can be, but for the price, it's perfect for a busy place that still hasn't got busy
Oh.
enough to cover
So the
ticket
ticket
expense.
prices are competition too.
It's an entire waste of money for the lawsuit over here. Probably have to cancel all horror conventions due to the legal battle happening. They're going to be too broke to host a horror convention. The horror
Damn.
fans don't want Spooky Empire to be more greedy by taking a non-greedy horror con end up broke. Horror fans know that Spooky Empire needs to give back to the horror fans for the price of the tickets.
The price of
Oh!
Spooky Empire has been going
Damn!
The price of
You
their
can't
tickets
blame
has
tariffs
been
on
going
that.
hasn't it?
No, you cannot.
No, we can't. Because that technically horror is a digital good.
Sis, tell them all about the graphical collision issues.
Oh yes, please tell.
Oh dear God, I
Oh,
forgot
hi.
about those.
And the newest area that we could...
Serenity Island.
Serenity Island. I glitched into a pumpkin. With no way to teleport out, so I
This
had
is
to...
Halloween. This is
I actually had to log out and then
Yep.
log
Jack
back
just
in.
glitched
To one
into the
step.
town.
And I ended up falling through part
I
of the
saw you
map.
free fall.
he dances.
I called her over. I'm like, sis, I can't jump over to this portion because I'm literally inside the
She
ground.
was under the ground. All the polygons.
Well,
that
you know
could
what was
see.
horrifying? Tremors.
Yeah,
I
but that's
love
a-
Tremors.
That movie's
Yes.
awesome though. Also, Five-Sider Macrocephalus, welcome to Los.
Hey, bruh.
Wait, what emoji is that?
That's the Black Files emoji.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I thought it was a radio segment.
Wow,
Kyle, thank you.
World of Warcraft is also releasing player housing, so they are probably making sure FF housing is good enough to compete.
I'm surprised that it took
And,
this long to WoW to release.
God
that.
dang it, Kyle! I thought Girl Caught only came once a month.
No,
That's
Kyle.
not girl
That
caught.
is self-sabotage when your own body turns against you.
And Rose
This is a
said,
voluntary-
"Nah, Spooky Empire
wanna go
houses in
through it?
Orlando, Florida,
No, I'm
U.S.
good, thank
There's
you.
no
I'm
tariffs on
superior.
that convention."
No, I was about to say like you can't blame the increasing price for Spooky Empire's tickets on the
So what
tariffs.
happened with the multiplayer?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
multiplayer. right. What can't we say about multiplayer? Because it's not okay. So, first, when I went into this new area, Sea of Stars,
That's the one I want to talk about. The other two
you
are
could
really
actually see translucent, shimmering
Shadows.
Shining, shimmering. Oh God!
and those were supposed to be all of the players that you could see. Only thing is, they are all static, and you cannot resonate with them.
Ah, so it's like the Thunderbolts when the Sentry does this thing and they just get turned into
Yeah,
shadows
and-
on the wall.
And that basically, you could not resonate with anyone
Spoilers.
for
No, it's on the
probably
trailer.
3 days
Yeah, and
until they fixed that issue.
and
But
then there
why?
was another issue with the new story, in which you got all the way to the ending with the boss,
And it crashed.
and after you defeat the boss, the game crashed. Then you log back in, and then game crashed again.
Damn, the boss really doesn't want you to win.
No.
It's a fucking
So
disaster.
the biggest issue with this is the fact that so many people cannot log in, and thus a lot of people bought things that you get daily rewards that you paid for.
I won't lie, guys. If this
Guess
was this
what
bad,
they can't get?
they're dailies.
Yeah.
So they're
So they're losing
wasting those days.
This might turn into a lawsuit if they don't get any compensation for that.
Honestly, I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
wouldn't be surprised if the China,
I'm just
if the
saying.
Chinese player base actually does a lot.
They should.
Because that's the thing. Like, we actually really like Infinity Nikki. It's so chill. It's nice. The outfits are freaking gorgeous. Oh my
you
god!
saw some of the outfits. Mwah.
They were pretty cheap.
And surprisingly, we both are free to play for this.
Oh,
So
and also one of the other issues.
the new pity system.
Yeah, the new pity system. Normally the 5-star outfits that you get are 9 or 10. They upped it with the latest 2 ones. They're now 11.
And then the pity went from
I can't remember what the pity was.
it was 180 to now 220.
Which means you have to pull at least 220 rolls before you can get what you want, if
Yeah.
it's what you want.
So the pity system currently is every 20
those
pulls
tires
you
are
are
really hard.
guaranteed a 5-star.
Yeah.
And now people are saying, okay, you know what? You know what? Either give us more diamonds for all the stuff we do, or lower the pity rate. Do 15 instead of 20.
It's not happening, brother. I get the feeling that even after they fix these issues, that system is going to remain in place.
Oh,
'cause know
they've
can get
actually
away with
lost the faith of a lot of the people playing so far.
Yep.
it. You can
There are
recover
still
a lot
the
of things.
the
With
white
goodwill, though.
justice knights on. They're like, oh no, thank you for your hard work. You guys are awesome. And other people are like,
Bullshit.
Stop kissing
Bitch.
their asses.
Be gone. Like, no, I'm not thanking you for doing what you were supposed to be doing the entire time.
This
We're not gonna
should've
thank you for
been
doing your
beta tested.
job.
Yeah, that's what you get paid for. You see this paycheck?
it needs
That's
to be
your thanks.
baited
Like,
so badly.
Like, your job is to run and operate this game in a way that allows us to play it. We're not gonna give you we'll throw you a pizza party.
Yes.
The same way they throw
Oh!
Don't be silly,
How about
Juan.
that?
It's China. They can't afford pizza anymore.
Yes, they can, Angel. They own pizza now.
Like
what
the
makes-
whole concept of pizza.
I mean, hey, do you have any idea what the Chinese market's capable of?
Breaking
I know.
news. Italians
Angel,
suing
they also
now.
own the air over 3 stories in the Tianjin province. If you don't believe me, ask Jose. Jose spoke with one of the most premier real estate developers in China over here, and he spoke about it while I was out on my Vegas trip. Isn't that right? Jose?
Wow.
That's right.
They literally own the oxygen that people
They
breathe.
owned the air.
Wow. So it's like those cans of can air from the...
No,
the-
it's
the
worse than
3D
that,
movie?
Angel. They don't need to can it.
Like not
They
from
don't need to can it.
Spaceballs?
You want to know what they do? You know how the blockchain, bruh?
Yeah, the blockchain, brah.
It's the future, bruh.
Oh, the oxygen, brah.
So what we're trying to say,
Shit, brah.
so what we're trying to say is that the developers of Infinity Nikki are.
Infold Games, by the way, is the developing company that runs and owns and operates Infinity Nikki.
What we're trying to say is that they're bullshit.
They may have goofed a little bit.
They might have floofed the goof a little,
They
as
also
L. Ron Hubbard
have
would have said.
they had a few more
if he
things
was-
that they ended up changing. One of them, which was a huge outcry, that they didn't even say anything about,
Of
and
course they
people
didn't.
told them change it back, and they did.
Of course they did.
So it was the duration change of the Mirror Crown Pinnacle contest.
It's okay. Like in Genshin, it's like the Abyss.
Yes.
You have to get
Okay.
through certain things, and you have to win the styling challenges.
Okay.
Precisely.
Usually it's what, once a month?
Yeah, it's it was like 14 days.
Fairly
No,
generous
no.
timeline.
No, it was 14 days,
So
and
they
then
changed it to 14 days, so twice a month.
Yeah.
Usually it was once a month,
Ah,
and now they changed it to twice a month, and people were not happy about that.
what's wrong with
all.
that? Why not? Isn't it good to have it more often?
Wait, no,
So
wasn't
you can
it?
play
It was
more?
14, and then they changed it to 20, and then they changed it back because people got mad.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I think that's because
you think
that's the way we get more.
You think having access to more
That's
of
why
the
we
event
get
would
more
be a good
diamonds.
thing. Okay.
No, it says starting
in
from
the
the
chat.
cycle, the
Right click.
mirror
Hey,
crown
guys,
vehicle.
let's go ahead and turn our attention
One
over to the
twice a
chat
month.
for a minute. Kyle Canada said, if they can't fix this F up, they'll have to Realm Reborn the
They
game.
might as well.
Oh my God! Yeah, they might as well.
It's and he also said it's the Trump strategy. Get people hooked on the game, break the game, then expect a thank you for fixing the game they broke.
That's what happens when you build a fan base that worships you.
Meanwhile, Rosename Millie said, I think it's only Spookala who will not get hit with a tariff because I think the state owns the fairgrounds.
That's true.
It's totally not the horror fans' fault the convention chose the wrong hotel that will. And Spooky, yep,
That will
charge Spooky Empire tariffs.
Okay.
That depends on their decision on that matter.
Rose, Millie, I was joking about the whole.
Yeah, we were
tariff
joking
thing.
about the tariff
I
thing.
was.
I wasn't.
I was bringing it up all as a joke. Because,
Taxation Apple.
I mean, think about it. That's probably what these guys are. Probably
Angel's got tariff
do.
missiles ready to launch.
I will double
Angel-
trigger into Jeff Bezos.
Angel, you have more important shit to deal with
I
here.
certainly do, because now it's time to talk about video games.
This was video games.
No, we're talking about more video games.
More video
I'm gonna
games.
make this one nice and quick. I had 3 news, but honestly, the first 2 are fairly short. News number 1: GTA 6 has been confirmed delayed to 2026. For the record, it was rumored that the budget of this game was $2 billion several months
Surprise,
ago.
Pikachu face.
Yeah, they posted a statement announcing the delay, and
Yeah,
Here's
it's
from
just-
GameSpot.
you earned this. Anyway,
Where to buy?
basically, we're
No,
gonna get
look from
everything
the
before
GameSpot
GTA.
fucking
Where
thing.
to
Pretty
buy?
much, yeah.
there are no current available deals.
From the GameSpot website. Where to buy Grand Theft Auto 6? There are currently no available deals.
Jesus, man, that's show me a
So
picture of an empty
basically,
warehouse.
we're gonna get a lot more things before this game
We
comes
got
out.
Oblivion remastered
By the
before
way,
Grand
that means
Theft
this
Auto
game
6.
has been in development for 13 years.
Wait, guys, do you think it's gonna be it's gonna hit the 15-year mark?
We
This
might
is-
get Kingdom Hearts 4 before we
We
get
might get another trailer for Kingdom Hearts
my
4.
God.
before we get GTA 6.
That being
And-
said, this better be the best game in the world, because holy shit, nothing that makes me wait that long is
This
worth
is
it.
their actual official statement. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The
Yeah,
interest
no
and
shit.
excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game.
Blah,
Says
blah,
Rockstar.
blah.
I'll
Statement
read the
continues.
rest. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve.
I don't even know what I expect from them.
I
anymore.
don't know. It's been 13 years.
Yeah, I'm good.
How long did it take?
The last time we had something to take this long,
It was Kingdom Hearts 3.
it was very disappointing.
Yeah, it was called Duke Nukem Forever. Nobody liked it.
This also prompted Domino's Pizza to retweet this and post a quote on their tweet saying, "Hey, let us know if you need help with deliveries."
Oh.
You know it's bad when you got the when you got the pizza joint shitting on you. You know you messed up.
Okay,
Damn.
wait. I'm kind of upset that Wendy's didn't jump in because they
I
always
know.
have. They always like to
They
jump on
always
something.
want
It's
to
because they
duke
don't
on something.
deliver.
It's
No.
because Wendy's doesn't do delivery.
Oh, I know, but they always have something to crack
They
at.
always
and
have
it's
some
wonderful.
comeback.
I love Wendy's
In other
marketing team.
news, Polygon has been shut down.
Hold on.
Wait, everyone, do your shock Pikachu face.
Audible gasp.
Oh no!
Yeah, a bunch of people got fired. The website is being sold out, and frankly, good riddance. Screw you guys. You have not done your job right in years. So now let's get to the meat of what I wanted to talk about.
Hang on, let me at least give people the article over here.
No, the article got fired too.
No, that's
Fuck your shit on
because Kotaku's a totally neutral.
I can't wait until the guillotine comes from them next.
Jesus, my guy.
I don't think you understand
Angel,
how much I
you-
don't want game journalism in this world anymore.
Angel, you do realize that half of all your fucking sources come from these websites.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be fine with that.
Uh-huh.
You know what happens when all journalism websites are gone?
What happens?
More ones take their
I will
place.
sit down and watch the sun rise on a grateful universe.
Ain't nobody gonna be grateful for being unemployed.
I'm fine
At
with
best,
it is
there's
a sacrifice
others
I'm
that
willing
will
to
pop
make.
up, so-
It will be an episode of the Ravens vlog, and it will just cut to me sitting on the porch looking like this.
Angel, at
Old
best,
and gray
ano-
with a beard.
Yes.
Angel, at best,
And a rocking
these
chair.
And a
this
puppy.
other conglomerate that they sold, that it got sold to Valnet, by the way,
Yeah,
because
that-
Angel doesn't want to give any sort of oxygen to this article because he hates Polygon that much.
Forever.
Valnet bought them off, is looking to shut down the website. odds are they're going to restructure it, bring it up as a new brand, and they're going to hire other folks, and it's going to continue under a different name.
Which means I will have to take a more radical decision. Where's my Molotov cocktail?
You don't have any.
Jesus, Angel. You know what? Forget
Angel,
about you know,
gasoline's expensive, and you're not going to waste it on
Angel,
hatred.
Fine.
Actually,
But I won't be
it's
happy
294
about it.
right now.
And I'll
Guys,
complain
guys.
all damn day.
Angel, forget about an episode of Ravenslock of you sitting there with the sunrise. No, with your luck, that's just going to be you sitting there with a glass of whiskey in front of a burning house.
I mean, yeah, actually, yes.
And nothing of value was lost. Now,
Actually, a lot of shit of value was lost in there.
right.
You
It had
can
to.
say what you want about Polygon. There have been proper stories that
they
we've.
were not worth the difference. I will
They
burn
were.
down the Mona Lisa if it will destroy every NFT in the world.
Angel,
Oh, Jesus.
Angel, for the record, that is a horrible exchange. The Mona Lisa is worth like a jillion.
Your point.
Of
You know,
these
good
NFTs.
point. That is not a fair comparison.
No, it's not. We could wipe our butt and we could burn that toilet paper, and that's worth more
I can
than
work
the
with that,
NFTs.
yeah.
See,
Yes.
There
I
we-
will
now we have
burn
a
down
proper-
that French museum that does nothing but stupid modern art.
You don't even know the name of it.
It's the one that where they're doing that machine that just spews blood every 5 minutes. It was dumb.
No,
All
that
right.
one was that wasn't blood. It was its own motor oil.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
It was
It
Rose
died.
agrees with
It
me.
was just
Rose
self-flagellation.
agrees with me.
Yeah, Rose
See?
named Millie.
Yes.
Let it cook. Wendy's clapbacks can be brutal.
Oh,
LOL.
they can. It's beautiful.
Good.
He's saying, let the idea burn down by thought, then simmer down before moving forward.
Ha.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. But
Now.
like, Angel doesn't like waiting when
No.
it comes to.
I don't wait for nothing. I don't wait for papers. I don't wait for marriage. If I go to the airport and my plane is not there, I leave. I will not be disrespected. like
Hey,
this.
Angel, I think you got a fan. My firesighter said Angel is right.
Yeah, he knows.
Then why would you use Angel's regular smiley instead of the slurs?
Because I was right. Anyway, now, we have had a very long episode, surprisingly, despite our time constrictions, full of lawsuits and the possibility of lawsuits. So let's talk about another lawsuit.
God.
And
Lawsuits.
another one.
This is
Another.
another one.
Another one.
Again! Again!
Wait. In the words of Thor, another.
So this one genuinely was a surprise to me because under any other circumstances, this lawsuit would have been just thrown out on the spot. According to Forbes, yeah, that's right, Forbes, Destiny 2 content vaulting case causes more legal problems for Bungie, and if this is not the most delicious karma I ever heard, I don't know what is. For context, Destiny 2, about half of its content has been bolted and is unavailable to everybody, including paid content. About $250 worth of paid content is gone forever because of those bastards. Well, it has come to bite them in the ass. That guy, you can never fight him again. Bungie is in the middle of what seems to be, on his face, a pretty far-fetched lawsuit filed by a man who believes story and lore aspects of Destiny 2 were stolen from a work he posted on WordPress well before Destiny 2 launch. But now, in an attempt to show the court that the content being cited in the content like the Destiny 2 Red War campaign and the Curse of Osiris DLC are different, Bungie has hit a snag. Honestly, a pretty funny one. With the release of the Beyond Light expansion, Bungie threw away large portions of the game in its unplayable content vault, which encompasses the Red War, Osiris, and Warmind DLCs. For the record, you cannot cheat to get this content back because it's literally locked away in their server room. You cannot get it back. You cannot play it ever. Every single NPC, quest, and weapon, and item, and cosmetic from those expansions is gone forever. Now, the problem is that because that content cannot be played anymore, even internally at Bungie, they are unable to reproduce a working copy to show the judge.
Rather
They had
than-
to submit things like Wikipedia entries and creator lore videos.
Ah! They're using YouTubers as lore videos about
so
this
they
shit.
kind of fucked over
They
themselves.
literally threw away evidence of
Are
the...
we
It's okay, guys.
surprised?
I can prove we didn't copy it. Johnson, pull out the backups.
What backup, sir?
Johnson, what do you mean we don't have the backups?
You told us to get rid of the
Sir,
backups.
you told us to lock the backups
Are
away,
you
sir.
fucking kidding me,
You
Johnson?
told
No,
us
sir.
to nuke them.
Johnson, I will shoot you right now. I swear to God. Where's
Sir.
my gun?
Sir, you told us to lock up your guns.
I have your gun, sir.
Oh, hey, there's the gun we need to lock up.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry.
you.
Hey!
And you,
Oh, sorry,
you said
man.
we
It
have
just
to lock
it was in my
everything
hand
up.
for
We're
1
just following
second, and now it's
orders.
My
gone.
gun is bolted. Shit.
It's locked away, sir, just like you asked, sir.
Remember that story I told you guys in the previous episode about the season of the Lost and the whole story of Saint 14?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bolted too. Fuck it. So, the judge has now said that is not good enough. And rejected
Bungie's
Bungie's motion to dismiss it. The thrust of the issue here is that the plaintiff's lawsuit is not bound about wikis or lore videos. It's about the content from the literal game. A game that is not able to be produced as evidence. As quoted, rather than compare a brief movie scene and a copyright for a pinball machine, it appears the defendant is asking the court to compare a collection of short writings to 13 plus hours of third-party originated YouTube videos of Destiny 2 and several third-party originated online Destinypedia pages. Basically, he's saying, you cannot bring this evidence. This evidence is not admissible in court. You're basically bringing in pictures of Spider-Man. I want to see Spider-Man.
Like,
Finally!
we need stuff from your vault. Give us your stuff.
But we can't do that.
I can't believe you're telling me that they literally cannot access it, even in their own database.
How did they fuck
deleted it.
that up?
Oh my god, finally, a story of a legal lawsuit where the judge actually looks at it and says no.
No, he's looking at it and saying, you call this evidence?
Yeah.
This isn't evidence.
We need the
This is
real
poo-poo.
evidence.
Like,
This is pee-pee poo-poo.
This was done with other people. No, we need your
there's also the
stuff.
fact that because the YouTube videos are edited, it technically counts as doctored evidence.
It
so
does,
even
yeah,
if it's
exactly.
you
yeah.
can't put it on the file.
Exactly.
Actually, you know what? This whole story is a pretty good illustration of Spookala versus Spooky Empire.
In a sense, yes. But slightly worse, because if Bungie had the evidence, they could potentially get away with this. But they burned down their own building. Shit's on fire and it's all your fault. Then click on the page again.
Okay, yeah. Here.
Let's
All
get
right.
through this.
All right, give me a second.
It smells good. Good job, K-Storm.
tastes good.
This is rather rich for Destiny 2 players who have long been annoyed that Bungie removed all this content. Content they paid for with the rationale that it had just become technically unsustainable to keep it in the game. Now, that may be true, but seeing that erased content turning into a roadblock is somewhat amusing for fans, to say the least. So, this doesn't mean Bungie is about to lose the lawsuit. Even if this is a hiccup, the claims the plaintiff have made about that was taken seem of a very, very generalizing science fiction concepts. A large object over the earth, for example. The plaintiff is claiming outright plagiarism, which seems like it will be exceptionally hard to prove given the claims, but how does Bungie prove that if they cannot produce a working copy of the content in question? I can prove to you that I didn't fire this gun. I own it. It's right here. What do you do with it? I threw it on a lake. Connected to a river.
Why can't
Right
you?
next to the ocean.
Why can't you just bring? Why did you do that?
Because I decided to strip apart the gun and also throw the pieces in different lakes.
So you needed to trim the flat. You needed to trim the fat.
They
Oh my
trimmed so
God.
much, there's nothing but bones left now, and they can't bring any meat to the procedure. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. For the last history of the day, we have a lawsuit that is not going to work, something that could turn into a lawsuit, and something that shouldn't have worked, but it will, because the accused party literally threw away all evidence of their innocence. I fucking love this country, bro.
Oh my god.
It's the never-ending wellspring
I feel
of
like
comedy.
there is a core lesson to be learned from all these legal stories that we just went through.
Yeah, archive everything. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Objection, hearsay. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. It's an objection hearsay problem.
It's not just that, Angel. It's don't fuck with
I'll
your
fix
fan
it.
base.
No.
I got it. I put it in.
Don't fuck with your fan
They're
base.
feral.
Yeah, like... And to be fair, though, this is something that Bungie has a long time coming, because that is paid content. And they make
You
it...
stole the money.
Yeah, they're basically saying, we can't keep it here because of server space, but... Listen, I'm looking at Final Fantasy XIV right now. They kept everything.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like you can, I don't know, buy more server space.
I mean, they're Bungie. They were basically making
They
money
have
hand
a
over
shit
fist.
ton
They
of
were printing money.
You can easily get more server space if that's the issue.
This is the
the
same
only thing
people
is
that
they
made
don't
Halo,
want to.
man.
It will cut into their, the pocket lining. It'll cut into.
I was
it.
about to say, these are the same people that made Halo, but then I realized they haven't been the same team for a long time. The
Ever
majority of
since Halo.
the majority of the original talent has left to do its own thing, or they just retire from gaming altogether, and this is the result. These are they took the concept of Gun Wizard and somehow made it on fun. Think about that for a minute.
I mean, both of you have played Destiny
Actually,
and Destiny
hang on,
2, right?
The funniest thing is, I now own Destiny 1, and the whole game is complete, and they are not taking any content from that.
And sis, you played both.
I played 2.
You played 2. And didn't you say that you played a portion of it that now you can't play anymore?
Yeah, not anymore.
I couldn't remember much, but it was fun.
Good luck trying to remember what happens now, but
Good luck to trying to
Yeah.
remember
No.
fun.
we spoke about
I
that
was not
previously.
happy.
So there is already a
It's so
long rant
stupid.
on our side of how much Bungie has literally stripped away content from people. By the way, at this point, it's been 7 campaigns, 5 expansions, 17 planets, about 10 to 20 hours of story content, and an innumerable amount of guns and cosmetic has been lost forever. You will never get that shit back.
You know, it would almost be similar to if you know how like you said all the cosmetics and guns and everything.
Whatever's in there, you can't
Yeah.
get it again.
So just picture if League of Legends did the same thing.
Funny you should mention League of Legends.
Oh God!
no.
Wait, what?
The most recent patch they did kind of throttled the rewards, so it's borderline impossible to get enough crystals to
Oh,
unlock
right.
anything.
You were talking
Wait,
about
I remember that.
Yeah, that shit went from 20 to like 5. But anyway, I think we can stop here. We are good at this point. I really want this person to win. I don't care if they're right or not. I just want Bungie to get like absolutely screwed the same way they screw
Honestly,
everybody else.
same.
Agreed.
I want to see them get their ass bitten.
It's clearly
We're the team person who
Yeah.
may have been copyrighted.
and
Like, yeah.
joining the war on Bungie on the side that goes against Bungie.
Ha. And with that, folks, we have reached the
Oh wait,
end.
you forgot about the
Yeah, no, I'm getting
poll.
to it.
Okay.
We have reached the end of our programming. Before we close off, let's go ahead and look at the poll results.
The poll.
Where is the poll? Why is it not loading? Okay, here we go. So, with a total of 9 votes in, we have 11% saying that what's his face that Spooky Empire has a case, that the logos are too similar, and 88% saying that no, this is a bullshit lawsuit.
As it should be.
So to
Yep.
the 11%, you know,
Yeah.
it's very
Why?
important.
So,
that you go and,
what's it like being a scab?
It's very important that you go and get your eyes examined.
What is it
Or-
like to have no morals?
What's it like
Guys,
being a
wait,
scab?
Wait,
Tell me.
Or if you actually have a good reason, you can explain
Please
it.
let us know.
Yes, please.
We would
Whoever
actually like
voted
to know why you think
for
that's the case.
saying Spooky Empire has a solid case, tell us.
We're willing to
What
listen.
is good? What is the similarity that makes Spookala's logo too close to Spooky Empire?
I think the only thing I could see is just spook.
Eh.
And
Is that it?
the position-
I
But
guess.
that's
That's-
not
that's
really
it,
fair,
personally.
because by that logic, Star Wars and Star Trek should be killing each other right now.
Precisely.
The fans have been
Instead
trying to
of
do
killing
that.
I mean, there's been the
themselves.
discourse between
yeah,
the two
the
a
fans have
lot.
been doing that.
Oh, by the way, congrats to Lucas for being right again.
George Lucas.
Revenge of the Sith came on theaters right now, and it has made almost as much money as pretty much everything that they put out since The Last Jedi.
Wait, what?
Damn.
Wait, what?
Actually, no, Angel. The actual poll, and it shows Revenge of the Sith has made $990 million.
Yep. Very
And
impressive.
each one of the movies from the sequel trilogy, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker, all made anywhere between 1 to 2 billion.
Very impressive, but the
So-
fact that it even got that close is still nonetheless a
yeah.
very commendable number.
That is a
Which means he was right again.
yeah. That is a
and Kyle was gonna say, I can't find the poll. It's up Spooky Empire's ass.
Ah! All right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in on tonight's programming. You guys have been fantastic in the
Yeah,
live chat.
a lot
Very
of
lively,
bullshit
very
happening.
engaging. We really appreciate the feedback. Now, Juan is finally getting his groove back, and we have just met up with Rat Patrol, and there seems to be a little bit of a tension between Old Snake and his former flame, who
Meryl.
just turned out to be even more of a badass.
You know what they say, some wounds just don't heal that easily, but I hope that you will join us next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue the quest of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Sons of Liberty.
Wait, I thought it was Guns of the Patriots.
Guns of the Patriots.
Right. Sons of the guns of liber patriots of my liver.
Snake of the Patriots.
Snake, my snake is solid and the Metal Gears are
Patriot
rising.
leader.
Anyway, Mr. Arouse will be holding the controller, and he will be once again taking us to the journey.
Is
we
it
are
too late to find out what the fuck is going on? Hey, Sarah Serenity,
It is too
we're
late to
actually
find out what the
wrapping
fuck is
up.
going on.
But you can always watch us on the replay.
Yes,
By
rewatch.
all
And
means.
comment on our replay. It
Yes.
actually helps us.
Comment.
Thank you for showing up all the same. And Mr. Arouse will show up again. He will be holding the controller, and he will be facing against the increasingly sexy danger of the frogs.
Okay, I'm
They're
sorry,
putting
they're
chemicals
hot.
in the water and are turning the
They
frogs
were
into
very
PMCs.
hot. They had claws.
And
man.
what time and where can they watch Los Amigos play?
You can watch it on YouTube and Kick every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's a good thing that it's called Eastern because we're blowing up half of the Middle East.
Oh my God, Angel.
Well,
You're
With
like
the
most of the Middle
RPGs.
East.
With the RPGs.
I have no comment.
With
on
the
matter.
RPGs.
Okay, listen. That bulldozer looked like it had oil on it. We have to get it out.
You killed Meryl.
now, folks.
She should know better than to stand so close.
Oh, damn.
You
That's
also shot her in the back of the head.
Okay, that one was an accident.
Victim blaming already, Mr. Arouse?
That one was an accident.
cold. Even Angel
And
wouldn't say
her
that.
being a freaking seasoned 9-year veteran soldier, she should know better when I've got an RPG for her to duck
Okay,
and
but
tuck
the
tail and
AI
duck.
is kind of
She
stuck
trusted
with
you and you
this.
let her
Then that's her problem.
See, the problem is we're invading that place, and that boulder looked like it had oil inside of it.
All right, all right.
We have to dig that out.
And for any wrestling fans out there, tune into my program Wrestle Rewind every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube Big Kick. Join me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan
Don't
Arouse,
touch me!
as we review 3 of the most exciting pro wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, I do want to issue a personal apology for not being live on Thursday. We had technical issues, and TNA Impact was running live at a much later time, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. They were going live over in Los Angeles, California.
So that explains that it was California.
Yeah, they were in
Fucking
California
time zones, man.
No, right?
And it was literally like we could not do the show.
It would not
because
be
we
fair.
No, not even because it wouldn't be fair. We could not do the show because they would have ended at midnight our time.
Yeah.
We literally could not do
And
the
we
show.
need to sleep.
California is like 3 hours ahead of us. It's a pain in the ass to make a phone call there.
But if you enjoy silly banter, if you enjoy hearing us talk about wrestling, tune in every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. We will have an edition next Thursday. You can bet your bottom dollar on it.
And let's not forget how to start your week right on a proper note with my program, The Black Files, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. As you can tell here tonight, we covered a whole wide swath of stories of the Ravens Flock, spanning the spectrum of nerd and geek culture. But on The Black Files, we just hone in on one story and we dig deep in it. In this case, this past Wednesday, we went ahead and covered the newest expansions in the lawsuit between Logan Paul and CoffeeZilla.
Man,
And
lots of lawsuits going on this week.
I know, what the fuck, people?
You're right.
It's beginning to look a lot like lawsuits.
Le meme frogs.
Everywhere we go. Oh,
Yes.
there was another one that's developing over here. The newest updates between Apple and Epic Games over the whole thing of Fortnite.
I heard about that.
Oh.
I forgot I missed it. Murahar dropped the video and I was
Yes, he
watching
did.
on the way here.
Yes, he did, and it was
Let's
wonderful.
just say the Apple, it has a few worms inside of it.
Point is, on this past Wednesday on the Black Files, Logan Paul fucked himself
Again.
in the dumbest way.
Again.
Because during the discovery and all that, they had actually CoffeeZilla's attorneys had actually gotten a hold of text messages that Logan Paul was sharing with his friend. Logan basically admitting that the lawsuit and the money doesn't matter. Yeah. He wants CoffeeZilla to pay and to suffer, and it's written out plain as day, black and white in the text.
Isn't there like a law? Like
That's
that is
literally
like malicious
defamation.
or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's malicious defamation right there.
Like
Exactly.
I'm not doing this
Malicious
to protect my
intent.
interest. I'm doing this to harm somebody else's interests.
That's
and you don't give 2 shits.
That's exactly it. Unfortunately, since there are no federal anti-slap lawsuits legislation, the suit has to continue, which is bullcrap. But if the lawyer has any sort of sense, they'll find a way to use this in order to actually help establish it.
Let it be known right now and here that for my fellow Americans, I'm 100% pro-slap. As in, we need to slap the shit out of that guy.
You
Yes.
mean pro anti-slap lawsuits, as in
No,
like,
I'm pro-slapping.
So you, no, I mean,
Keep it strong.
We're okay.
Oh, you mean like that slapping show?
Yeah.
Like an actual bitch slap.
Did I just catch you making NFTs?
Ow, my baby! Yeah, no, that's exactly what's happened.
Bitch, this coin is empty. Bam!
Ow, my baby!
Okay, so what I hear is we need to have like a little line start forming up.
Yes.
Happily.
Yeah.
So
Like
if
you
you
put some alcohol, to rub away the bacteria, make sure there's a nice clean.
yeah,
Put some strength in your shoulder for that one.
yeah,
Put some
put your
leather-
groin
put
into
some
it.
Yeah, it's like
leather
Azura's
gloves on
Wrath.
Flaming leather gloves.
So if you like these kind of different stories over here, yeah, Dink Doink, you're right over here, Fice Center. Ugh. So if you like having deep dives and stories that are in the darker side of nerd and geek culture, then request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube and Kick for the Black Files.
And of course, tune into our main show, the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Kick. Join me and my motley crew of nerds as we discuss the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, no matter what stupid, nonsensical legal action is coming down to pike. Angel, check that pipe. Make sure it's clean.
Flush it out.
Flush it out.
Flush it like the rest.
There's some scum down here.
Flush
Damn
it like the rest.
There's always something to talk about, and we'll be here to share with each and every one of you. Now, once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in tonight, and this is something we've been doing for a long time, working hard and staying strong to make
Your voice, our mission.
With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mantis, Dragon Fan Cosplays, The Rose Cosplay, K-Storm Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we bring you the latest news in the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll try to keep our schedule consistent this time around. The computer can fucking grow up! If not, then we have our Cash App and our you can become an inner flocker. Links are in the description below. Help us raise $3,000 for a new computer, folks. So join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13. Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are The Ravens Flock, and may the 4th
May the 4th be with
be
you.
with you.
Be with you.
Dun,
And then we
dun,
got
dun,
revenge
dun,
of the
dun, 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 dun.